What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Solana today. This one comes to us at the request of Sinkiers. Sinkiers, I'm sorry. I posted a Bitcoin Cash video under the under the title of Solana Looks Strong. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened, man. I clicked the wrong video. Clearly, that's what happened. Anyways, without any further ado, we're going to do a much needed update on Solana. Where do I think it's going to go? Is it going lower? Is it going higher? How much of whatever is it going to do? You know, to be fair, on the weekly here, looking at this RSI, it is pretty constructive. You do have higher highs and higher lows. It looks like you're in an uptrend, right? It looks beautiful. Looks nice. It looks constructive. Even though you're below the 50, still looks good, I gotta say, for upside price action. But to be fair, we do have 3 days, 20 hours, essentially 4 days, over half a week left in this current weekly candle here, and we are moving down as of right now. Let's see, top to or bottom to top there. We're not even at the 618 here. I do think that we could go lower, and I have been saying in my previous videos, and I would have said in my video that I desired to make about 2 days ago, but I mistakenly clicked a Bitcoin Cash video to upload instead of, and I'm sure I uploaded the same video twice. I don't know. Maybe I uploaded the Bitcoin Cash video where the Solana was supposed to be, and the Solana video where the Bitcoin Cash video was supposed to be, but I don't think so. Anyways, without any more of that, because we are talking about Solana now, let's do it right. I do think that we go lower. Somebody asked a while ago, I forget who it was, someone who they've only had one comment on this channel, so they're not a regular, but maybe you're watching it now, whoever you are. They asked if Solana would go below $17, and I said I don't think so. I think it'll go between $18 and $17, and I think this range here illustrates that perfectly. The sweet spot between the 618 and the 69, it's right there between $17 and $18, and I do think that we're going to go there. Maybe we go into it, maybe we bounce off of it, I don't know. All I do know, and all I do believe, is that we do go lower. I don't think that we're done just yet. But, to be fair, again, this RSI, man, it's looking very, very bullish. Does that mean that we can't go lower, that we have to turn around now and go up? No, absolutely not. We could go lower. We absolutely could go lower and still, well, maybe not that low, but, I mean, more or less a little bit lower and form a higher low, nonetheless, in this trend, keeping this channel going up until we get into the heavens of the overbought zone and see some beneficial price action. You know, I heard on Ivan on Tech, if you guys know who Ivan on Tech is or not, he's a very big figure in the crypto space, and I suggest that anybody and everybody looks him up. He's a smart mind, man. He's younger than I am, but he's a very, very brilliant mind. Respect to the man himself, and I don't know how old he is, but I know that he is younger than me. I think he's 26. Oh man, I'm giving away too many secrets of my age. Anyways, he was talking about how Visa was integrating a stablecoin with Solana on the Solana blockchain, and you know, that's kind of cool. That's interesting, but Solana itself hasn't had a pop, has it, since then? I mean, nothing significant has happened. I mean, with that news being released fairly recently, it's only got a 1.18% increase as of this week, and it's had 3 weeks in the making of to the downside. I want to clarify because I know that if you guys look into it, you see that Solana and Visa have integrated with it. Visa has integrated a stablecoin onto the Solana blockchain. Visa, just so you know, they've had a stablecoin that they've been using for every Visa transaction. They've had it since 2018. That's been a thing. You can look it up in their security protocol. If you go onto Visa, whatever, and you look it up, they actually have a. I mean, I don't want to do that right now because this is not a video about Visa, it's a video about Solana, but they've been implementing stablecoins in their own stablecoins since 2018. Here we are, 2023. It's been 5 years, and now they're implementing, I would assume, a different stablecoin on the Solana network. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying the reason why it might not be pumping so much is because, in my opinion, it's not big shit. It's not a big deal because Visa already has their own stablecoin. When they do transactions, and that's the crazy shit, you guys. That really is the crazy shit, man. Visa has been using cryptocurrency for the last 5 years, and nobody knows about it. Nobody talks about it, man. I've talked about it, here and there with my friends, but I've only had a channel since like last year. I've only had a channel that's existed for a year. I've really only been getting serious with the channel for about the last half year. So like I haven't talked about it in the last 5 years publicly, but I have, I noticed it about in 2018 whenever it happened. I went through their security protocols. I was looking it up just randomly because that's the kind of stuff I do for fun. I know it sounds boring, but man, they started implementing a what's it called? I'm sorry, a security token, a stable coin. That's what it is, a stable coin back in 2018. Regardless, anyways, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about Visa. We're talking about Solana. And where could Solana go? I do think it goes a little bit lower from here. Again, with the RSI, I think that, yes, as strong as this looks, it's really nice to see, but it could go lower and still maintain this bullish posturing. I wonder actually if we take a trend line, we go from this low here to that low. Yeah, you can see it can come down a little bit lower. And even this week or next week, if the price were to make this RSI wick below, but then by the week come back up and close above it, it might not go this low. I don't expect it to go that low, but we can have some kind of a flash crash. And with this being this close to this line, Solana is a very big crypto, right? If we look it up, I know I'm all over the place, but just bear with me, you guys, here, okay? I have a point, I swear. Let's see here. Sol number 10. It's the 10th crypto, okay? With Solana, it's no Ethereum, it's no Bitcoin, it's no XRP, it's no USDT. But with Solana being probably close to its low, its new low that it's going to have, it is going to be a higher low. I would think, there's nothing definite, but I would assume that it's going to be a higher low. With Solana potentially being close to its next higher low, that would make me think, being that it's the 10th coin in all crypto as far as market cap valuation goes, that crypto itself might be due for a little bit of a relief rally. We might be going up, we might find our low and continue to go up from here. But that also means that we're coming to the end, right, of our downside, of our bear trend, of our downtrend. There we go. And generally, when you see the end of a bull trend, you see the end of a downtrend, you get the bigger of the moves, right? Here was the low. At this point, you got the biggest candle. Okay, they only got smaller as you got your higher lows. Here, toward the very end of your bear market, this whole time going down, the biggest candle came at the end. As you're moving up, it wasn't this candle that was the biggest. It was this candle that was the biggest. It was toward the end again. And we did move sideways. Again, though, out of all these candles, which one was the biggest? The very last one. So if we are in the last week or two, which I do think we are, of downside for crypto, at least for the moment, this is big shit. And I feel like Solana itself being a number 10 coin, the number 10 coin as of right now, I feel like that's indicative of, everybody compares Bitcoin and Ethereum to the rest of the market. I think being in the top 20, being in the top 10, that gives you enough significance in the crypto sphere itself. That's an impressive cap to have. So what I'm trying to say is the fact that this low here, this higher low, we are really near this trend line on the RSI, I think that it would make sense that soon, when we find our low for Solana, we're going to go below this line. The week of that going below this line, we will probably come back up and close above it, close right at it, and then we will turn up from there. I don't think that we're done going down just yet. I think we're close, but we're not there quite yet. How much lower could we go? Well, now that's where we take price into consideration. So we take this low to this low here, and you can see that we do have a little bit of a ways to go. We're at 1979 right now. If we were to drop down here on this week, that would take us down to below $17. I personally don't expect that. So next week, maybe we could see a low, and that would take us to about $17. Maybe it's the week after. Again, this is where it could be like 1 to 2 weeks. It could be even 3 weeks, but that's $17.50. And why do those numbers make sense? If we take this low to this high, again, that is right in the sweet spot between $17.03 and $18.19. Okay, that's right there in the sweet spot. If we take the overall fib from low to high, we are basically at the 382, and it's very common, very, very, very common when you're in an uptrend to go below the 382. You can respect it, you can bounce right off of it, but it's pretty common to go below it, come back up above it, and then continue from there. Maybe we don't hit the 0.5. I actually wouldn't expect that. That's all the way down at $16. Again, do I think Solana's going to break $17? I personally would not bet on that. But will it break $18? I feel comfortable in saying it could. It very well could. Anyways, looking at the daily now, let's continue to move down the time frames. We do have bullish divergence forming. You know, you have a low here, higher low, higher low. Where is that? Yeah, that is a slightly higher low. And you have lower lows galore coming down. We are below the 50. We are battling this 123 RS or moving average right here, and we are moving lower. I still think that we go lower. Honestly, we have lower lows and lower highs all in all throughout this range. We rejected the 50. We're continuing to go down. We are technically bouncing off of the bearish area of control. We did bounce off the oversold zone as well, so that is bullish in itself. But you can see how we're in this kind of, we're on the weekly, we're in an uptrend in the RSI. On the daily, you can see that we are in a downtrend in the RSI. So maybe in the more immediate terms, we go down. Maybe we bounce off this oversold zone again. Maybe we go into it and form, you know, kind of within this channel, we form a low. Maybe not that low, but I think this line isn't drawn properly. Let's see. I can't draw it. Let's see. Something like that, you know. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Something like that there. We could go a little bit lower, just a little bit lower, and then from there continue to build our way up. Again, the sweet spot is between about $17 and $18. So I think that we're at $19.75 now. I think we go lower and then eventually go up. Where are we going to go whenever we go up? Well, it's pretty unclear at the moment. You know, we don't have a whole lot of data to go off of, but I would assume that we go up above this high. It could take weeks, it could take months, it could take more than that, but I would think that at some point we are, you know, we're going to form a higher low here, and then we are going to form another higher high. And where that higher high goes, let's just say our low itself goes to about, let's see, like $17.50, because I'm saying $17 to $18 is the range, right? So let's just go right in the middle there. Our next high could be at $38, maybe even $47, somewhere there. And that 1618 actually from this fib scale lines up pretty well with the high points of this range up here and the high points of this range here, the resistance area. So would it be common to find resistance at previous areas of resistance? Sure. Could we break through it? Sure. But we don't know. That's a long ways away from $19.76 when we're potentially going lower. That is a long ways away from here. So I guess that's my opinion overall on Solana. Let's see. Bullish looking 4-hour RSI, to be fair. Bullish looking daily and 4-hour, but it wouldn't take much to turn them bearish. You are at the 50 on your 4-hour, a little bit above it. I don't know. You are at a previous area throughout this like whole little bottoming range here where you found resistance. Yes, here you found resistance, but here too, you know what I mean? And you found support back here. Hard to say. I personally, just with this flat base, descending highs, I would expect you to have one more low in you. Whenever that comes, I would think it's within the next week to 3 weeks. So maybe week to let's just say within 21 days. By the end of this month, I would think that Solana finds its low before it starts making higher highs. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. So far, I think Solana's going down, and then it will continue its trend upward. And yeah, that's basically it. So take care, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.